Hey, what's up everybody? So today I'm going to be meal prepping, and one of the things I'm going to be meal prepping for the week that's going to last all week is smoked beer can chicken. So first thing we do is I got myself a whole chicken. I picked this up at Whole Foods, and I'm going to wash it off real quick with water. If you guys don't already go to Whole Foods, I really suggest it. I cannot say enough good things about Whole Foods. It's just the business. It really is. So, I gotta wash. I'm gonna remove my giblets and all my heart and organs and things like that. I'm gonna make sure that I wash the inside of the cavity as well before I start this off. Alright. And now, I'm going to drop it down and I'm going to dry it off with just some paper towels. I know these aren't the easiest thing to come by right now. Alright. So now that we're good and dry, now I'm going to start seasoning it right away. The seasoning that I'm going to be using for this is a Cajun seasoning that I made from scratch, and I will be putting that recipe in the bio, so you guys can go ahead and just take a look at that. So now I'm just going to give it a good rub down. So that's actually pretty good right there. And you are gonna have loss as all the moisture from the chicken is gonna start to move this seasoning around. So shouldn't need too much, and especially since I am going with a Cajun style seasoning, I know that there's gonna be a good amount of sodium up in here and I don't want too much. So some people also will season the cavity. I don't, just because, I mean, I'm sticking a beer in there. Alright, that's pretty good. So that's pretty much ready to go now. Now I'm ready to start getting my beer ready. I use Modelo. You use whatever beer you want, it don't matter. I'm gonna take it down to about close to half a beer, and then I'm gonna fill the rest with water, so that it's about, now the can's about 3/4 of the way full. The reason that I put water in it is because the beer will steam off in the smoker, and it'll make everything real sticky. So I fill it in with a little bit of water just so that it keeps some of that beer in there from completely evaporating. So now that I got all this good to go, I got my chicken and I got my beer in my beer throne. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to slide it on down onto here. Come here. There we go. All right. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the legs. I got my cooking twine right here, and I'm gonna use it to tie the legs back behind the chicken. The breast is on the other side, so I'm tying the legs back so that they don't stick to the foil or anything like that. All right, and that should do it. All right, so now I got the smoker at 350, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on, and I'll walk you through that in just a moment. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use this internal temp thermometer, which I got on Amazon, and I'm gonna insert it into the thickest part of the breast. I'm not gonna hit bone, and I'm gonna keep this in for the entire cook. Again, I have my smoker set to 350, and I'm just gonna monitor the temperature every half an hour until I get an internal temperature from this thermometer of 165, and that's it. All right, so we got our smoker set to 350. We were at temperature, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in. All right, I'll check it every half an hour until my internal thermometer says 165, and that's it. All right, so this is the finished product. Got a nice golden skin everywhere. I did take it out at 165. It took about an hour, hour and a half. And that's about it. So I'm gonna let it rest for 15 minutes before I start carving it up. That's pretty crucial with any meat. You let it rest for about 15 minutes and that's it. That's beer can chicken.